Monica has a complicated life as a middle school teacher. She lives a double life as a supermodel named Claudia. No one but her agent and his wife knows about Monica's secret, and she likes to keep it that way. She loves her job as a teacher and only does modeling gigs so that she can earn enough money to pay off her father's debts. On her way to school, her agent sees Monica's modeling poster on a billboard and compliments her work. Monica only feels annoyed because she does not like how she has to parade her body around to earn good money. She looks forward to getting done with modeling once she pays off her dad's debts. She rushes to school, being late as usual, and enters her class where the students are creating chaos all over. As Monica tries to calm the kids down, the school's principal shows up. He scrutinizes Monica since he does not trust her teaching methods because they are always so eccentric. He warns her about the upcoming national test which will determine the performance of her students and therefore her capabilities as a teacher. Stefan, who goes by his print name, Enzo, is a very reverend and popular celebrity journalist who has an extravagant life. He drives expensive cars around for a living, boosting their market rate with his popular association. He is in an open relationship with his boss Alicia who keeps him on a tight leash. One day, as Enzo arrives at the office, Alicia goes off on him about his latest piece being nothing but trash and then informs him that he will have to be a model in the company's latest collaboration with the advertising agency. Monica and her dad arrive at the cemetery to visit her mother's grave. Her father misses her mother and gives Monica some advice on love. He hugs her and assures her that one day she, too, will find the kind of love he had with her mom and tells her that real love is always squared. Both Monica and Enzo are running late to their shoot and their agents are fussing. After her cab breaks down, Monica, who is dressed as Claudia, gets picked up by Enzo on the road. Neither one of them knows about the other or that they are headed to the same destination. While Claudia is just a stranded woman in need of a ride to work, Enzo, being the pompous playboy that he is, mistakes her for a prostitute. When Claudia realizes that, she demands that he stop the car. Somehow, she makes it to the shoot location and gets changed. Neither Enzo nor Claudia is too pleased to find out that they are shooting the commercial opposite each other. But for the sake of professionalism, they make peace with it. Enzo especially seems a little enticed by Claudia's beauty, and this bothers Alicia a little bit. As the director is narrating the scene to them, Enzo and Claudia find out that they have to kiss each other. Since this was not mentioned in the contract earlier, and due to their mutual dislike for each other, they both object to this but the director refuses to budge. The scene is filmed and both Enzo and Claudia are the epitome of professionalism. But the moment they kiss, sparks fly. The chemistry between them is electric and when it ends, both of them are left with some intense feelings. The shot is perfect, but pretending like that kiss did not just blow his mind away is hard for Enzo. Monica feels the same way, but as she alights from the car, an accident occurs, destroying the entire set. Both Enzo and Monica leave there, angry and annoyed at each other. When Monica recites her disastrous experience to her sister, she makes fun of Monica for being obsessed with Enzo. Later that night, Alicia gets mad at Enzo because of his stint with Claudia. Alicia feels jealous despite Enzo reassuring her. She is also troubled by the fact that the advertising agency no longer wants to collaborate with them after the disaster at the set. She throws Enzo out of the house and tells him that she will pin the blame for the disaster on him. Enzo has nowhere to go, and so when his brother Andrew calls with a problem of his own, Enzo takes advantage of it and heads over to his place. There, he finds out that his brother's wife has left him and his daughter, Anya, because she was going through a middle-life crisis. Enzo tries to console his brother and offers to stay with him to take care of Anya. His brother has a hard time believing him at first because he knows that Enzo does not like kids and figures out that Enzo was kicked out by Alicia. Andrew allows Enzo to stay with them on a trial basis, where for 1 week Enzo will take care of his wife's chores, which also include taking and picking Anya up from school. The goons come over and beat up Monica's dad. The next day at school, while Monica's teaching her class, Enzo shows up to pick up his niece, Anya. Monica, who recognizes him, does not seem fazed by his presence because no one can recognize her without Claudia's signature hair. Alicia summons Enzo to her house and he brings her a bouquet to grovel and win her back. Alicia tells him that the boss changed his mind and wants to continue the campaign because of the electric chemistry between Enzo and Claudia. This is good news for Enzo, but even so, Alicia won't take him back just yet. When Monica's agent tells her about the gig being reinstated, Monica is not interested. She does not like seeing her half-clothed pictures all over the city, but her agent requests that she reconsider it because she is his best model. The next day at school, Monica's principal informs her that a few goons came looking for her earlier, and they were looking to collect a debt from her. He appears very displeased by all the trouble that Monica brings. Monica visits her father at the auto shop the next day and finds him beaten up and drunk. She finds out that the debt is not settled yet and she needs to arrange for twice as much as her whole year's salary. She assures him that she will work it out and later that night, after much consideration, calls her agent and accepts the job offer. The next day, Alicia, Enzo, Claudia, and her manager meet up with their clients and discuss the importance of this particular campaign. While in the meeting, Enzo gets a text from his brother reminding him to pick up Anya from school. Enzo ignores it and focuses on the meeting. After the meeting, Enzo's driving back home when he gets a call from his brother, asking for Anya. Enzo realizes that he forgot about the little girl and rushes to go get her. Back home, Enzo finds Anya missing. Panicked, he asks around for her and eventually finds her at a park, petting a stranger's dog. Enzo realizes that Anya misses her mom. Later that night when his brother returns, the two of them devise a plan. Andrew decides that he will pose as his wife and send Anya letters and emails from her. The next day at school, Monica teaches a class with props and makes a fun experience for the kids as well. The other teachers at school do not exactly approve of her fancy new teaching methods, and they worry that if her class does not pass the exam, the principal will fire Monica. Claudia arrives at the office for her meeting and barely manages to avoid getting her identity made by Enzo while clearing the security check. In the rush, she breaks her heel and has to limp and walk. While climbing up the stairs, Enzo picks her up on his shoulders and helps her. He puts her down and notices her very blue eyes. The two have a flirtatious vibe going on between them, and it is evident that they are attracted to each other, but Claudia keeps Enzo on his toes. In the meeting, even after having 4 minds at work for over 16 hours, no one is able to figure out a solid marketing commercial idea for the campaign. In the end, it is Claudia, also known as Monica, who has a smashing idea for the advertisement. She draws inspiration from her students' class projects, and everyone is grateful to finally leave. One morning, Anya reminds her uncle Enzo about the tickets to a show that he promised to get for her class for the Children's Day. Meanwhile, Anya's father shows her a picture of a weird bird and tells her that her mother sent it from her trip abroad. Naive Anya believes him too. Later, Enzo brings Anya to his film set where Monica recognizes her. Afraid that she will be recognized by Anya, she asks her manager for help and he manages to take Anya away for a while. Despite not being fond of kids, Enzo tries to show up for his niece, and the two bond over a few bedtime stories at night. The next day, he brings Anya to school where Monica is waiting with the other students for the tickets that Enzo promised. But Enzo, being himself, forgot all about it. This disappoints Monica, but she had not been expecting much from him anyway. But Enzo soon proves her wrong and arranges a day on the farm for all the students. Seeing her students happy makes Monica happy too. Enzo approaches her and the two get to talking. He suggests that they should get to know each other instead of being formal every time. Monica even compliments Enzo for being a responsible guardian to Anya, and the two start to bond. Just then, a little kid informs them that Anya has suffered an attack, and Monica and Enzo go running to her. It turns out that she had eaten some of the bird food which had fish meal in it, and Anya is allergic to fish. Monica acts fast and saves Anya's life by giving her first aid, and everyone's glad for it. Later, Enzo and Monica spend some more time together, and as they get to talking, Enzo tells Monica about his dream to own a vintage car someday. He then asks her for tips on how to impress this girl he likes. Turns out the girl he is talking about is none other than Claudia. Monica then gives him a few tips about picking the right music, red roses, fancy food, and champagne for his date with Claudia, and Enzo does exactly those things. However, he fails to impress Claudia, who thinks of his efforts as too cliched. Enzo wonders what will impress Claudia after all, and she answers, speed. Her answer challenges the man and the car enthusiast in Enzo, and the two head out for a drive. Monica chooses to drive the car and basks in the thrill that the speed gives her. She brings Enzo to her father's auto shop where they are noticed by her father's sneaky employee. She sneaks him into the private garage where her mother's vintage car is stored for safekeeping. Enzo is impressed by the beauty of it, and it attracts him to Claudia even more, and the two share a passionate kiss. At the shoot, as the two kiss for the camera, the director can tell that they have been practicing on the sidelines. This makes Alicia jealous, and she wonders what changed between the two of them for there to be so much chemistry in their shots. Feeling sickly, she heads to the washroom and runs into Claudia there. Alicia pretends like she has been sick all day and makes it known to Claudia that she's pregnant, and that the father of her child is Enzo. This revelation takes Monica aback, and she begins to doubt Enzo's intentions. She feels like another girl who was fooled by Enzo's charming self. Back at her father's auto shop, Monica seems to be in a foul mood. She gets annoyed at the man who works for her father when he suggests that they should sell her mother's car and pay off their debts with that money. Monica assures her father that she got a loan from the bank and she'll have the money for him soon. Glad and relieved, her father offers Monica the car as her dowry for the day, and she finally chooses to settle down. But the mention of it only puts her in a gloomier mood because she can't seem to find anyone to even consider settling down with. The old man assures her that she will soon find the right person for her. While leaving, she runs into the sleazy mechanic who has somehow figured out Monica's secret identity as Claudia. He tries to get handsy with her and threatens to expose her if she does not pay him a cut. Enraged, Monica storms out of there. When Enzo tries calling Claudia, Monica ignores his calls because she feels betrayed and thinks that she slept with the cheater. So Enzo arrives at Monica's school to ask her why her methods backfired with Claudia, But Monica isn't interested in entertaining him anymore, and Enzo can't figure out why Monica seems upset with him. Later, at the dress rehearsal before the big show, a creative issue makes Alicia stressed and she gets drunk. Meanwhile, Monica, dressed as Claudia, is leaving her apartment when a teacher from her school comes looking for her. She tries to hide but is eventually discovered. The teacher worriedly asks her directions for Monica's apartment because there's an emergency with the kid. Claudia manages to mislead the teacher and makes it to her apartment in time to greet her as Monica. She then finds out that a student has locked himself in a room at school and Monica's assistance is needed because the student wants to talk to her. When Monica arrives at the school, she finds out that the kid has locked himself inside the room because a bully spilt juice on his pants and made fun of him for peeing himself. Monica efficiently handles the situation and then rushes to the rehearsal for the big show. She changes her clothes in the cab on the way over and disguises herself as Claudia again. Meanwhile, at the shoot, Alicia is mad at Enzo for obvious reasons. She's jealous. After the commercial is screened, Alicia complains that the kiss sequence needs to be made shorter. Anya notices Alicia's irritation and wonders if she's mad at Enzo because he kissed her teacher, Ms. Monica, on the screen. Enzo corrects Anya, telling her that the lady in the video is Claudia, not Monica, but Anya clearly knows how to recognize her teacher, and claims that the woman is Ms. Monica who is dressed up as Claudia. Her persistence instills some doubt in Enzo's head, but he's yet to figure out the truth. Alicia is mad drunk by the time Claudia arrives at the venue. She's hysterical about Enzo cheating on her with Claudia and goes after her, pulling her hair in her drunken rage. Claudia twists Alicia's arm and saves her wig from being pulled off. She warns Alicia to never touch her hair again. The two women are pulled off each other, and seeing that Alicia is clearly drunk, Claudia realizes that she was clearly lied to and misled. Alicia isn't pregnant at all. After the chaos is cleared, Enzo finds Claudia's agent's notebook in which he has scheduled a meeting with her the next day. He takes this as an opportunity to seek out the truth for himself and arrives at the cafe beforehand. And much to his satisfaction, Monica arrives there undisguised. This confirms Enzo's suspicion about her being Claudia. When Claudia's agent arrives there, Monica discreetly sends him a text, canceling their meeting, and the situation is handled. Enzo takes a seat next to her and the two get to talking. Now that he knows that Claudia is Monica, Enzo wonders what Monica really wanted to be. She tells him that she's always only wanted to be a teacher. She asks him the same question and he confesses that he's always wanted to be surrounded by all things cars. Monica smiles, telling him that they've followed their dreams after all. But Enzo confesses that he has another dream, to walk in the rain. Monica laughs at his cheesy attempt at flirting and the two head on to fulfill his dream. They have a date in the rain, and by the end of the day, Monica leaves Enzo with a notorious kiss on the cheek after he confesses that he's crazy about her. On the day of the exam, Monica wishes her students luck before sending them off to determine her future at the school. Meanwhile, Enzo gets his suspicion 100% confirmed by showing his brother pictures of both Claudia and Monica. When his brother says that the two women look exactly the same, Enzo puts the last nail in the coffin. Right then, Andrew gets an email from his wife which says that she wants to return home. He feels confused about what this means for him, but Enzo, surprisingly, stands up for the woman. After taking care of Anya this whole time, Enzo understands what his wife must have felt like being locked up like that. He argues that she got her well-deserved break and Andrew needs to accept that and let it go. The sleazy mechanic brings Monica's father to her extravagant launch event in hopes to expose her. When an unfortunate incident with Anya causes her to suffer through another attack, Monica drops all pretense and rushes to the girl's rescue. She avails medical aid and administers an adrenaline shot on Anya and ends up foregoing her wig because it hinders her focus. But as she does that, she does not realize that she has exposed herself in front of the media, and Enzo and her dad too. Once she realizes what she has done, Monica runs out of there. But much to the sleazy mechanic's dismay, Monica's father isn't one bit disappointed by her lie. He knows that she only did this to pay off his debts and is proud of her. He gives the sleazy mechanic a much-deserved punch in the face. While Enzo tries to follow Monica, she outruns him. The only person who is much too happy with Monica being exposed is Alicia. Later, as they visit her mother's grave, Monica's father expresses his anger at himself. He feels bad for having put all of his burden on Monica, but Monica consoles him, saying that she does not regret a thing she did. At school, Monica gets fired from her job because of her recent scandal and it upsets her deeply. She loved teaching the kids, but now she has to pack up her things and leave. The other teachers try to console her, but to no avail. But then suddenly, right outside the window, she spots her students along with Enzo protesting to let her keep her job. They want Monica to be their teacher, and this effort fills up Monica's heart with love and hope. The parents of her students also request the principal to let Monica continue as their teacher. Just then, the result of the national exams is announced and the principal finds out that Monica's class passed with flying colors. He has no choice but to let her stay. Enzo tells Monica how grateful he is to her for saving Anya's life. He invites her to dinner at his brother's house. Just then, the principal calls Monica and tells her about the exam results. He announces her successful feat in front of everyone and congratulates her. All of her students celebrate the much-deserved win. In the end, Enzo and Monica start their relationship on the right foot and drive away toward their blissful future.